legends of the game. With every kick and score, we'll let our name. Rising higher, fueled by our love for the game. Kicking back with mates, we'll never be the same. In the metal storm, our hearts beat in sync. Liverpool forever, we'll never let it sink. Our passion runs deep, fueled by camaraderie. Together we stand bound by this harmony. From Merseyside's turf to the world, we'll go. With every challenge faced, our spirit will glow. Rising higher, fueled by our love for the game. Kicking back with mates, we'll never be the same.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Kicking It Back with Matt. Tonight I've got a boy Wilson in the house. Wilson, glad to have you. Ready to
Thank
kick
you for having me again. Always a pleasure being here.
Awesome. So, I wanted to go somewhere else to start the show, but we had two big pieces of news today.
Yeah, some big news announcements dropped.
Yeah. So, first one is MLS announces they're switching to the international schedule.
Yep.
I'm sure for all the viewers, listeners that tune into this thing, we all know that MLS plays on a different calendar year. Reading into it real quick, I think it's a good thing because the MLS players, from what I just read, they're going to get a 6-week rest period from the middle of December to the end of January.
Yeah, they're going to get that Christmas break that non-Premier League teams get, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously it answers the question of what's like a New England going to do in the weather, a Toronto, a Montreal.
Even us New York Red Bull fans, I've been a season ticket holder for the past couple of years. I'm a member of the supporters group. My first thought was like, oh man, December through March is going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, but I got to at least say, that I'll never call it Sports Illustrated Arena. I hate the name.
It's easier. Just out of habit, RBA.
Yeah, right. But like you have that overhang. So it protects you as the fan from the elements of, at least if it's snowing. Yeah, now it can be brutally cold, and February is probably worse than December and January put together.
Yeah.
But I like it because I feel like now it's a move in the right direction of MLS. I don't want to say competing with, but being on that same level tier of all these other domestic leagues.
Yeah, and I don't expect us to outright, follow their format. I think this is, the right step in the right direction. Baby steps. I guess the next step would be, if it ever happens, promotion, relegation.
Well, we've I've had Henry on, I've had John on. We've talked about it. I almost didn't think this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And, there's the talks of the USL, and they want to go to the promotion relegation thing. So I feel like it's the next natural step in the progression of footy over here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
And then on top of that, piggybacking it, Apple TV now has gotten rid of the pass.
Yeah, I think it's a good move on Apple's part, just to get more people to watch the MLS. That's what you need right now. You need the league to keep growing, and that's a great direction in doing that.
Do you know this? I don't want to surprise you, but how much does that cost a season?
Well, as a season ticket holder, you automatically get the MLS pass. So I've actually never inquired about costs.
All right, so how does that work? You register?
Yeah, so you this year I reapplied for season ticket. Once you pay out, they give you like a special code that you could go into your Apple account, and it automatically hooks it up.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm curious to know how much it would be for the season pass. What I'm thinking is what Apple's going to do is they're going to turn around and say your $13.99 a month subscription is going to $16.99, $17.99.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with it. It's same thing with all these streaming platforms. They keep increasing. I know every streaming platform that I have in my house, they've all gone up within the past 6 months.
And you get that email or notification saying, "Hey, we're gonna bump up the price by $1 or 2," and you're like, "Okay."
Well, yeah, like I'll tell you, like HBO Max buried me over the summer. They bumped it $5, threw in commercials,
Right. Yeah.
and then just bumped it up another $2.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna get the commercials. I know for NFL Red Zone, they started implementing commercials. Even for some soccer games, there were like some random commercials. I forgot who did it. I think it was Fox Sports. They threw in like a 10-second commercial. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Well, and I don't want to veer too much off of our passion of footy, but like today I heard a bunch of banter about come Monday this pissing contest between ESPN
Yeah.
and YouTube TV
Yep.
over broadcasting.
Yep. Yeah, it always happens. There's always two groups fighting, and it all comes down to money.
So I'd be curious now, is this Apple TV trying to get more subscribers and get more eyeballs to Apple TV?
Yep, definitely.
Or is this MLS trying to get a bidding war to get other streaming services, broadcasting people
Yeah.
to want to air MLS?
Yeah, no, I think those are both valid points. I think to some degree, Apple's trying to get more eyes. It's playoff season, so it's the only part of the season that matters. But at the same time, MLS is probably playing like, all right, if there's somebody else that comes in with a big offer, we'll take it.
Well, and I'm thinking MLS comes out with that news, we're switching to the international calendar.
Yep.
Is Apple TV saying, uh-oh, like, is this going to open the door for other people wanting to come in and bid on it? So let's turn around, not have the season pass, and just give it away.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Right?
That happening, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an idea that just popped into my head because I was out all day, jumped on here 30 minutes prior, saw that news, and was really reading about it. Now, I will say this, it's the international transfer window is going to come into play.
Mm-hmm.
MLS is not used to that because MLS is typically like January through February.
Yeah.
And I also did read, there's not enough info on it, but looks like there's some pushback by the players union on this.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That they're talking about that the players are not necessarily happy with going this route, which to me seems crazy because what I did read real quick is that like 82% of the schedule will fall in line with the same timeline that they have now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because they're going to have that 6-week break that we talked about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you the one thing that I don't like and I think is stupid is this is going to happen in 2027. They're going to play a 3-month season.
Yeah, it's going to be a mini season.
A mini season, and then have a playoff, and somebody's going to raise the cup.
You know what's going to happen? And similar to what happened during COVID, they're going to make up some random tournament, and that's going to be the season. During COVID, they obviously the season had to end abrupt because of what everything was going on, and they ended up doing I even forgot what the league was called, but they ended up playing in at Disney.
So why don't they just put every team in, both sides, East, West, have them play, like you said, a tournament style knockout thing. Best team from the East plays best team from the West, and you win. I don't know, the MLS conversion to international.
Yeah. Make it into like a March Madness thing where you do a best of 3 and then just do that. A mini season does make sense. It's
and I'll tell you what, it would put eyeballs on it because we're going to want to watch that knockout stuff.
Of course.
Because what are we going to do? We're going to play like a 9-game season?
You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, that I get it. Like, they want to generate revenue, they want to make money, fill the stadiums, but come on, like, let's have a sense and a purpose to this.
Yeah.
So while we're here and we're talking about MLS, I had Storm and Norman on 2 weeks ago. I got his prediction. I think he's whacked. I want to get your prediction, then I'll tell you what his prediction was, and then I'll give you mine. Who do you think is raising the cup this year in MLS?
It's tough to say. I think it's pretty open, but I mean, Philly, they've been just running over everybody. They just look unstoppable right now, and then this is the right moment to hit that stride. And I think it's going to go to Philly.
So you're going with the eye test. I'm going with Messi can't be stopped.
Really?
He's willing himself. So I'm back in Inter Miami because
Okay.
I think come hell or high water, this is what he wants, and he's just going to raise not only his game, but he's going to raise everybody's game around him. Now, granted, if they can keep Suarez on the field and not acting like the jerk that we've known him to be
Yeah.
the past 12, 13 years, I give them a really strong chance to take down Philly.
Yeah.
Norman picked LAFC.
Yeah, no, definitely. I could definitely see LAFC doing it. I mean, they have Son on their team now, and he's just ever since he's joined, he's been tearing up the league. So I wouldn't be surprised if they also win it too.
I know, but don't you feel like in these, knockout round phases, playoffs, you have time to game plan,
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
analyze,
yep.
take away tendencies, play different formations. You see it in La Liga. I see it in the EPL. I just think the Cup's coming to the East this year. That's all.
Yeah, and especially when you have a freaking break in the middle of playoffs because of international break. There are no games this weekend, so you have more time to do some analysis and preparation.
And that's the other thing that I can't stand.
Yeah, no.
This is why I love MLS making this announcement, and it makes sense to make it now.
Right.
We're in this international break. Think about it. We're suspending a league's playoffs, international play.
Yeah.
And for the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, where 80% of the MLS players are from.
Yeah. There's no
They're
reason.
all automatically qualified.
Exactly.
So they don't need this break.
No.
Which it's just so like I am so happy about that news that they came out with today for MLS because I think it's going to be a very good growth opportunity for both the league, the players, probably also bring more international talent here to the States to want to play. I think it's going to open up revenue, salaries. It's going to do all that stuff. Do you not agree? Disagree?
No, definitely. And also just to add the fact that we're lining up with Europe, you're also lining up transfer markets. So there's better opportunities, more chances for players to come over here.
The only thing I didn't see in that ESPN article was, are they going to go with both transfer windows?
That'll be interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't see why not.
I don't know either, but why wasn't it in there?
Yeah. I'm sure there's a few kinks in there that they need to work out. They've got 2 years to do it, so.
Yeah, because I still don't understand how MLS can transfer players in their window when the other leagues are out of their transfer window.
Yeah. It limits on who you want to add.
Right. But yet, then in the summer, MLS can bring people in as a free agent like Son.
Yeah.
When they're off the market over international.
Yeah.
So, and we're just talking through this. So if they do this double window transfer, doesn't that give the MLS the ability to make a lot of money in the transfer business?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Those opportunities are there. Like, it's up for grabs. I think it's a great idea.
Like, and I was going to ask you this later when we talked about your squad, Barcelona. But now I'm thinking, like, Harry Kane's a free agent, right? At the end of this season?
Yeah.
Couldn't Byron, like, if we fast forwarded into when MLS moves into this international calendar, couldn't MLS go in and bid on Harry Kane?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If the money is right, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this because I'm not, and everybody knows I'm not a huge MLS fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow it, I'll watch it, I'll come to Red Bulls with you and Henry and Jay and do all that. But I think this is super positive.
Definitely. Yeah.
But to get on, now I got to shift because it's been in my head since Sunday. I always try to not get into my squad, Liverpool, and Anfield behind me. I am so done with VAR. I think that, and I was having this discussion the other day with somebody that's an Arsenal fan, and he turned me on to something that VAR is screwing the top 6 in the EPL on a weekly basis.
Yeah. It's not being used right.
I don't follow enough of La Liga with Barcelona with VAR over there. Is it the same general?
It's the same thing. It's the same ridiculousness you see over in the Prem that you see in La Liga.
Okay.
It's just not being used right.
And I'm bringing it up because I want to throw up a scene.
Obvious and clear that the wrong decision has been made, at least in my opinion, because he didn't interfere at all with what the goalkeeper.
Ready? I'm gonna play it again. We're gonna let it recycle. But this was Man City, Liverpool on Sunday. Liverpool's a goal down. Van Dijk hit. Come on. This video thing never works out. You tell me how Robo is interfering with the goalie. You see that, right?
Yeah. In my opinion, that's a goal. I don't see how it's not like.
Originally, he was ruled offsides.
Right.
The player can't be ruled offsides if he's not involved in the play.
Right.
Number one. So then they turn around and he comes out from VAR and he goes, goalie interference. You ducking out of the way of a ball. Is that interference?
No, and if there's, I'm sure if you've seen the other angles, Donnarumma's watching the ball the entire time. It's not like he can't see it. He just doesn't get there.
Right, and the header is positioned perfectly.
Yeah.
It's hit towards the freaking post.
Yeah. No, it's misuse of VAR. It's so frustrating.
Right, so you get where I'm coming from as a Liverpool fan. That game went from being 1-0 to 1-1.
Right.
Back to 1-0. Lousy weather, pouring rain. Man City comes back, buries a second one, comes back in the second half, gets another one. We lose 3-0. What would have happened if that game was 1-1 at halftime?
Different outcome.
Yeah. And like I said, I was having this conversation with somebody I know that's a huge Arsenal fan, and he was the one, and he didn't even say anything that was happening to Arsenal. He just felt like every top side in the Prem, they're doing this to because they're trying to bring this competitive balance to the EPL, where top dog number 1 versus dog number 17 in the race,
right?
This much closer than this. If they want to bring excitement, they want to bring it to the end of the season. What do you think we should do, Wilson? Like, in my opinion, VAR should just be for offsides and nothing else.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they brought in VAR as a tool, as an assistant to get these calls that in the past were missed when you watched replays. But they brought it in, and it just It hasn't. I don't think it's done its job properly. Your example last weekend in La Liga, in one of the Clásicos last weekend, there was a handball that wasn't called, and it's like, what are we doing here? What's the point of bringing in VAR if you're not going to use it appropriately? You're ruining these crucial games. I mean, this was for the Prem. This is for Man City to drop points and for you guys to move up. Like, it's a huge game and it's a significant moment that completely affected the game.
Well, yeah, because Man City picks up 3 points.
Yep.
We drop 3 points. Maybe
Yep.
they pick up 1. We pick up 1. I'll go back to the Real Madrid Liverpool Champions League game with the handball in the box.
Yeah.
The ref calls the foul on the outside of the box. No PK. The VAR comes in. Now we're all thinking, oh my God, PK awarded to Liverpool. And the next thing you know, it's not a handball. Real's ball, right? No free kick for Liverpool outside the box.
Yeah.
Then I can go back a week prior, and I discussed this with Norman, and we showed the video clip. I wish I still had it on here. Against Brentford. Van Dijk fouls the Brentford forward, clearly outside of the box, going away from goal. VAR comes in, awards a PK.
It just doesn't make sense when the same sport is being played globally, but yet we're making different decisions depending on which league you're in. It doesn't make any sense. It's the same sport. It needs to be called the same exact way.
Yeah, it's so infuriating, and I'll tie it into the NFL because I feel like now in the NFL every play is a replay.
Yeah,
right?
Or there's always a flag for the littlest thing.
Right, and it's ruining the flow of the game. So unless it's a very tight window of an offsides, and I will admit, in soccer that is like the most impossible call.
And that's why VAR was introduced to make those type calls.
But now they've added all these other levels to it.
Right.
And it's just ruining the rest of the game. And then this is why we're seeing 8-9 minutes of added time.
Yep.
And, Barcelona, Liverpool, whoever is scoring in the 8th minute of that 9 minutes of added time.
Right.
Either pull even or win a game. And it's just becoming so, to me, frustrating.
Yep.
And I don't want to sound like I'm a Liverpool homer, but I watch these things and it blows my mind. We just watched that clip. You can't tell me that robo ducking
and
the header going far post is blocking Donnaruna's view of it, and that he can't see it. I don't get it. It ticks me off.
Yeah.
At this point, I really want to get rid of VAR.
Yeah, get rid of it or only make it for offsides.
But do you think that they will go back to that route? Because I don't.
I don't think so. No, I think it's here. It's gonna stay.
Yeah, and you're gonna get ticked off. I'm gonna get ticked off because I'm gonna say literally make up calls.
Yeah, and then you get the conspiracy theories.
And
everyone saw it. That wasn't
right. And I didn't play the rest of the video because I just didn't want to get into it. But the guy called the Wolves Man City game last year, that rep from Sunday.
Yeah.
Same thing happened.
Yeah.
He disagreed with VAR.
Yeah, again, it's the same sport, but yet there's different opinions. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. All right, so enough about my rant on that. I was super excited about the way my boys in red were playing the 2 games prior.
Yeah.
Let me get your take on it because I'm so happy about it. And because you're a Barcelona fan, you must be super happy about it. But how bad did Liverpool – forget the result.
Yeah.
How bad did we kick crap out of Real Madrid.
Oh, loved it.
This week.
Especially after they beat us right before. Like, I don't get him too high. You guys
No,
did us a
like,
favor.
but Connor Bradley made
Shut down. He had Vinny in his pocket.
and I was playing golf the day after, and my father-in-law is a massive Arsenal fan, and one of the other guys in our group is a massive Tottenham fan. And I said, did Real not put on the Oscar performance of the year yesterday in Champions League? Because I swear to God, you blew a kiss at them.
Yeah.
Fell over. How many times did Vinny get up, holding his face, doing this, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Mbappe doing whatever he was doing. It was so infuriating. I was so happy they got the amount of yellow cards that they got.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I wasn't able to see that El Clasico. I know Real won. What the hell happened?
They just outplayed us. I mean, this season has been a terrible start for us in terms of injuries. Our front three hasn't played a single game together yet this season.
And front three, tell us who.
Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, and Rafinha have not played a single game this season yet together because of injuries.
Who's the one injured, or all three injured?
All three. Well, Lamine Yamal is playing on some weird injury. Lewandowski just came back, and Rafinha should be coming back shortly.
I know, but you're playing like I feel like Real is weak. Like they were injured too.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, looking at last season, we swept them in all 4 games. They were bound to win a game against us, and if they were going to win any game, let it be the one that just happened early in the season. Get that out of the way.
So I saw you guys are 3 points behind.
Yep.
Right. Same amount of games played.
Yep.
Are we back in the Camp Nou?
I know they had an open training over the past week where fans were invited. Hopefully we're back in the Camp Nou soon. I mean, that's the one thing that's been missing. They've been playing at their Olympic Stadium, which I've heard the atmosphere just isn't the same. The distance-wise, traveling for fans it's on the outskirts of the city, so it's a little difficult to get to, and it just doesn't have that same environment that you had at the Camp Nou.
Well, and it's also like half the size, right?
Yeah, it's half the size. Camp Nou was the biggest stadium in Europe, so you're going from like that huge environment to now like a tiny Olympic-sized stadium.
And now part of this renovation of the Camp Nou is to make it even bigger.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So I think it's going to hold upwards of 110?
Yeah.
So that rivals like the Big House in Michigan.
Yeah.
Neyland Stadium in Tennessee. Yep. Like it's massive. Like the stadium sitting behind me holds 60.
Right. Yeah.
So it's 70%, 75% bigger than what I've got behind me.
And it makes a huge difference when you're missing that presence.
Yeah, and you guys are young, and I want to get into this with you. I briefly touched on it off air with you. I see the headlines. I haven't really grabbed it. What the hell is going on with Wonder Kid? Is big now?
I'd say it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, he was given the number 10. Before that was Ansu Fati, but that didn't quite work out. But before that, I mean, the number 10 that you correlate with the club has always been Messi. So
so bring the viewership in to know, and it's not even just Barca. It's in a lot of clubs, but what the number 10 really means.
The number 10 means you're basically the player of your team. You're the star player. Everything goes through you. You're either the creative player or the one scoring in the goals. Yeah, you're that guy.
Yeah. So that means I'm the shit. I'm the man, right? and everybody should be looking at me.
Yep.
I'm the superstar. I'm the
Mhm.
Michael Jordan. I'm the Tom Brady, Joe Montana.
Yep.
I don't know, baseball, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're the guy. You're him. Like
Yeah,
that's what it
but
means in
but
soccer.
but you tell us, because this is your club, and this is why I wanted you to come on. I want you to tell everybody, not me. How old is this guy?
He just turned 18.
Right.
He just turned 18. He broke into the scene when he was 16, killed it when he was 17. Like, what were you doing when you were 16, 17, 18 years old?
Right. And let's add on to it. In the footy world, how big of a club is Barcelona?
The biggest, one of the biggest. Like when you're handed all of that and you play for one of the biggest clubs in the world at 16, 17, 18, it's gonna get to your head. It has to. I mean, like, would you do any different if I know I wouldn't do anything different and if I played like second division and it was like a backup? Yeah.
Dude, we're talking top 3 club in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean he's played
And,
where they
and if we blow it outside of footy, top 10
yeah.
in the world.
Yep.
And you just said it. He just turned 18. He hit the stage when he was 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a Barcelona fan, and I've had this conversation with John and with Henry, with Bronco, and some of these other guys about our own next wonder kid, Rio.
Yep.
Is it happening? Is the fame coming too fast at such a young age for him to be able to take it all in?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Harvest it, and then be able to perform? Because from the outside looking in, from my perspective, I call BS on the injuries, and it's this kid's ego is so freaking blown up.
Put him on the bench, let him cool off a little bit. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Just Hansi Flick is also that type of person that will put you on the sidelines when you need to. And yeah, like everyone knew this. Like he blew up overnight, essentially, which is insane.
I know, but rightfully deserved, dude.
Absolutely.
He's
Yep.
one hell of a footballer.
He's played amazing, not only for club but also for country. When he won the Euros with Spain, he scored an amazing goal.
He's up for goal of the year.
Yeah, he was one of the top 3 players last year for Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, I mean,
17.
Right. And I don't want to take anything away from him. He's got it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He's passed the eye test. It's now it's more so, can you keep your head on your shoulders? Can you stay healthy? Can you keep these performances up over a long period of time? That's going to be the 3 main points going forward with him.
Right. Are you going to let the money and the fame get to you? And
Yeah.
that be the priority over your football?
He reminds me a lot of Neymar. Broke out into the game at a young age, had a lot of expectations, and the fact that they both play very similar styles, with Lamine being left-footed and right-footed. I mean, have you seen that video when they reversed Lamine's and like,
great.
You only look at his feet, and I was like, oh, is that Neymar? No, that's not Neymar. That's Lamine Yamal. They play very similar. So hopefully his Lamine Yamal's career doesn't turn out to be Neymar's.
Right. And now there's fresh news out right this week that Neymar might not even make the Brazilian squad.
Yeah.
6.
And he's 32, 33.
And really, what has he done?
Nothing.
Right. He's carried the name. And that's what my biggest fear is about Yamal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's what's going to be my biggest fear about Rio at Liverpool. You know, like, we have to have these conversations. These are kids. You asked me what I was doing at 17, 18 years old. Yeah, I played footy. Yeah, I captained my high school team.
But you see these behaviors with college football players, especially when they're given everything at such a young age, and they just mentally they're not there to maneuver all these things at a professional level, and you see them crash and fall.
Well, Wilson, what happens if I walk up to you and I dangle a keychain with a Lamborghini on it and go, "Hey, it's yours.
Yeah,
This freaking 8-bedroom, 15,000 square foot mansion is
yeah,
yours." Like, what are you supposed? And especially when you come from nothing, which the majority, especially in Brazil,
yeah,
Ronaldinho,
yep,
the Ronaldos,
Mhm.
Neymar, they come from the freaking street,
yep,
living in the barrier, and now all of this is thrown in front of them.
yeah, yeah,
Symmetrical to a lot of the NFL players too, and a lot of the other professional athletes that perform in this country. It's so overwhelming, and then if you don't have the right direction,
right,
if you have an agent that really doesn't care about you,
Mhm.
it's only really wanted to get a commission to make a name for themselves, to bring in somebody else,
yeah,
you're screwed because
yeah, yeah,
the family background you come from
yeah.
can't guide you and give you that direction.
No, because they fall to the same curse. You see the money, and all you see is the dollar signs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what this kid is getting paid as a professional soccer player,
Yeah.
but I got to believe from all the stuff I'm seeing on social media, he's got to be getting paid.
He hasn't received that big contract. His last contract was more so to lock him in, but I can tell you he's definitely making what both you and I make combined on a weekly basis.
As an 18-year-old.
As an 18, yeah.
Yeah. And I work for peanuts. So I don't know what you work for.
And could you imagine what his costs are? He's 18. He
Right.
doesn't have his own house. He lives with his parents.
Yeah, but he also has to, and I'll dive back into, you had to have watched the series Entourage.
Yeah, of course.
Right, yeah. But like, you have all those extra responsibilities to
Mhm.
provide for that inner circle, whether
Yeah.
they're family, best friends, whatever. And there's got to be so many demands on him. So, as an 18-year-old, and be considered a prodigy, being the replacement to Messi, although there really can't ever be a replacement to Messi.
As
They
a
would just
fan of
be
the
the
club,
next
yeah.
in line, right?
Yeah.
How the hell does he deal with that? I don't know.
Barcelona went through this with Messi. You would hope that as a club, as management, you know what to do on handling this type of young profile player. So we'll see. Hopefully he's surrounded by good people and the club is able to, caretake and just, kind of guide him.
Right, but Messi coming up, Ronaldo coming up, there's been a gigantic leapfrog step in social media, social pressure, AI crap in the 12 to 15 years since they started coming up and coming through.
Yeah.
Every chick wants them, right? Every newspaper wants them.
Yeah.
Every sporting site wants him. They all want his attention.
Mhm.
I can't fathom how difficult inside of him it must be to deal
Oh,
with.
I'm sure. Absolutely.
On the
Yeah,
outside, we would all sit there and say, "Oh my God, look at me! Like, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Mhm.
Give me everything that I want."
Yeah. He's living the best life that any one of us would dream of, but hopefully he realizes it's not forever.
Yeah. So I'm very curious. So at this point, Barcelona's 3 points out of La Liga,
Yep.
doing well in Champions League.
Mhm.
What's your priority right now? You want to
We need to get healthy, and
Okay.
two, we need to work on our defensive issues. The same thing that we saw towards the end of the last season, where we just started leaking goals. But the fact that is that we'd always make a comeback, we'd always score more than we'd allow. That's kind of trickled into this season, and especially with the injuries and everything, there just seems to be some gap into on the defensive end that the offsides trap isn't working as well as how it did last year, and we've seen it throughout these games. I mean, it's tough. The defense just isn't doing as well as it did last year.
All right, so going back to that and rewind 30, 35 minutes ago, we talked about it, like tape, film, watching it. Teams are going to try to expose that offside trap.
Yeah, and they did. Inter did it against us last year, and that was towards the end of the season. So someone was going to eventually figure it out. Seems like Hansi Flick is a little hard-headed and is going to stick to his ways.
Oh, sounds like somebody else we know.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. There's been the last couple media sessions with the players. They've said execution hasn't been right. It's not so much the idea of the offsides trap, but just executing poorly. But who knows?
I will say this, in my 49 years on this earth, the offside trap can rule you a king or it can rule you a peasant.
And you saw exactly what happened last season. The first 3 quarters of the season, we were living like kings. I think we'd get like 10 offsides in a game. Then towards the end, teams figure it out. I mean,
and think about it. You could average 10 offsides a game. You get that one wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. All you need is one chance to get it wrong.
And it can cost you the match. That's why it's such deadly fire to play with. And if you give teams enough time to prepare or a summer window, right, to sit and have the coaches, the gaffers watch the film, they can tactically prepare for it.
Of course. Yeah. They know what's coming.
But then it puts the position on him to readjust.
Yeah.
And do you reset your line? Are we doing maybe a diagonal?
Right.
This way or a diagonal this way? Are we staggering? Or are we just going to give up on the trap? And set up defensively where they got to ping pong play the ball through. I don't know. Like, to me, I just feel like for any team, I don't care whatever back 3 you play, that high line can kill you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been seeing it this entire season so far. It's been killing us. All of the goals that have been scored against us have been the same, getting beat over the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen one Champions League game so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's do or die.
Yeah. And Hansi Flick is fully committing to it.
Right, but like, does he want to stay on board as the gaffer? Does he want to be stuck? Like, I don't know.
I like him, but if things don't change, I don't know.
But who are you going to bring in?
I don't even want to think about that.
You want to bring Pep back?
Oh, I would love to, but he said no to us way too many times.
I don't think Pep would fit in there now.
No. It goes back to when he was in charge, when tiki-taka broke out into soccer, and like eventually teams figure it out. Jose Mourinho is a perfect example. He figured out the tiki-taka, and you just get exposed. You just can't keep the same style over an extended period of time because, I mean, this is top-tier soccer. There's so many cameras, so many media films that these professionals watch, and you're going to get figured out.
How about if I said Klopp? Would you take my man Jurgen?
Yeah. I'm not sure how happy Liverpool fans would be, but yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, at this point, and I got to admit, I just watched the documentary, the 4-part documentary on him. I obtained some TV service I can tell you about off air, but I was able to just watch it. I'm okay. Like, to be honest, if you asked me, I couldn't even tell you that I believe that he was here for 9 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And think, like, 9 years in any managerial position
It's a long time.
is a long time.
And he left on his own accord. It's not like he got sacked.
Right. But it went by like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my kids are 22 and 19. Like,
Right.
when we started, they were 10 and freaking 13. Like, think about that. Like, when you're raising a kid so long.
You don't see that anymore. Like,
Right. So, like, and I remember the day that he was introduced and he came in. And I remember the day when I woke up and I read the news and I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah.
So I wouldn't care if Klopp wanted to take on Barcelona. I think it would be a great thing for both sides.
And I felt the same exact way when Hansi Flick joined us. I was like, okay, this is a reputable coach. We'll see what he can do. And he put on some beautiful soccer to watch. It wasn't the fact that we were winning last season. It was really enjoyable.
I think Klopp would bring something to Barcelona that Barcelona's never really seen before. Like, the way I look at Spain and the type of soccer played in Spain is it's like a beautiful dance recital.
It's very technical compared to the physicality in England.
Yeah. But then you have this hammer of a German come in
Yep.
with his, what I call AC/DC style of footy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's balls to the wall.
Yep.
And it's heavy rock and roll. And
Yep.
that's not what La Liga is known for.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys are known for, like, Swan Lake.
That's good, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he comes in, and it's 5-finger death punch in your face.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm going to come at you with a freaking dump truck and stop me. And forget about the long ball over the top, because I'm going to be pressing your ass
Yep.
all the way down to your 6-yard line, if not your end line.
Yep.
And you beat me.
Yeah. And there's something about German coaches that it's not just on the field tactics. They also set an environment that's professionally fitting.
So have you seen that documentary on Klopp?
I have not yet, no.
Okay, so it's very interesting, and we'll leave on this because we have a couple minutes. That was my biggest takeaway from that documentary. It wasn't how Klopp changed the club on the pitch.
Yep.
It was how Klopp changed the culture behind the scenes, whether it was the academy, the training grounds, the dietitians, the workout regimen, how they pinpointed, selected, picked people to go after. It was that German mentality of how to do that. And that's what really changed not only the culture, but the pathway for Liverpool.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, before Klopp, you guys were always just mid-table, maybe top 4. You had the chance with Brendan Rodgers. It was just it just wasn't there. There was something about it, and then
they were. Let's not be silly about it. They were throwing money around.
Yeah, I mean,
you're paying names, and people are like knocking on us for this transfer window with how many people we've brought in and how we've disrupted it. We were doing that under Brendan Rodgers, and who the hell at the time was Brendan Rodgers?
Yeah. Nobody knew his name. I didn't know who he was.
Right. But they were bringing in 8-9 new guys every summer transfer window. But I'm telling you, like, if you watch this, it goes back to what you said with that German mentality. It's like, I have a task in front of me, and I'm not going to attack it from one angle.
Yep.
I'm going to attack it from every angle, and that's how and that's how he left it. And I really feel like Slot's doing the job. And I know you said you were talking to Henry before this. I was with Henry a couple of Saturdays ago, and I really got under him and got his fire lit because I was like, fire Slot. But I was only saying it just because I wanted to bring out the passion and the intensity of it, because we all know it's not Slot.
No, I mean soccer isn't it's not a coach's sport like you see in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
yes, they can say whatever they want on the pitch, but at the end of the day, it's the players on the field who are making those decisions.
Yeah, it's the and not for nothing. And I'll get your perspective from this as an outsider. We all know the defensive issues that Liverpool has right now, but offensively, I wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Against Man United, we had 4 posts. Like, we're creating opportunities. Like, I'm at the supporters club, and we're now teasing Wirtz as worst. He's not doing a bad. I mean, is he doing stupid turnovers here and there? Yeah, but is he also being a creative mind and doing different things?
Yeah.
Like, we're doing a lot of good things. It's just at the back, we're not doing so well.
Yeah.
But we can adjust that.
Of course. Yeah.
And not for nothing, if Connor Bradley, who's a 20-year-old, can shut down Mbappe last year in Champions League, shut down Vinny Jr. this year in Champions League, you can't tell me he can't shut down anybody in the EPL.
No. I agree with that.
So to me, it's more just misfortune.
Yeah, and also when you slap a big price tag on somebody, the expectations are high automatically from the get-go. And for Wirtz, I mean, how much did you guys pay for him? It was like 100 something. Like, you expect them when you pay a player like that, like you expect them to bang in goals left and right, and he just hasn't been doing that.
Right, but this sport is not a banging goal.
No.
Sport. People have to also understand this. That this isn't the NBA where you're going to come in and score 30 a night.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not. It's you have to see, from the top to the back end of how they're performing. I mean, tell me this. Outsider looking in, who's been the best Liverpool player so far this season?
I'd say McAllister.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sobo.
Yeah.
Sobo Sly.
Him too. I put him either right next to him or number 2.
I put him ahead of Mac because of his diversity, where he can play. He's played at the right back. He's played holding.
Right.
He's played forward midfielder.
Yeah.
And, dude, he's, as John would say, he's the freaking engine that doesn't stop.
Right, yeah.
His energy level is unrivaled right now.
Yeah, I agree. For me, McAllister, he's just been so consistent.
I agree, but the frightening thing with Mac 10 is he has got such a freaking firewall. You know what I mean? Like, he can explode.
Yep.
And be a double yellow or a red card in the blink of an eye, because he's our enforcer. Like, if you relate it to the NHL, right, he's the goon. Like, he's the guy that's protecting Gretzky.
Yeah, he's got that little Napoleon complex where he's not that tall, but he's got that,
but I like the both of them. Like, people are saying Van Dyke. I don't think Van Dyke is Van Dyke. I think Canate is already being like Trent and counting the dollars.
Yeah.
At Real. Like, I don't know. Like, we'll see. I was very happy with their 2 performances before the Man City, but I really think that if that VAR change didn't happen, it's a
game changer.
Completely different outcome.
Yeah, and it sucks because it didn't work out.
Yeah, and now I think we're like in 8th place. I don't know where we're in, but like Now do we give up Premier League and go for Champions League?
I think it's too soon to start saying that. There's plenty of soccer left in the year. I think get some good wins and then go from there. Just you got to get that team cohesion going on.
Which I feel like is starting to come together. Like I
Yeah.
can't argue. Isak is still not healthy.
Yeah.
Ekitike has been great. The only
Mhm.
the only signing I'm wary of is the Kirkes.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like he's trying too hard to fit in
Yes. Yeah.
and to make an impression. That's the only thing that worries me. I feel like at this point, Robo is, it's crazy to say this because he's still, 30, 29, 30?
Yeah.
But probably too long in the tooth to carry that left back position for an entire season with all the competitions.
Yeah.
But when he's in there, he looks great. But that would be my only thing that I'm against. Like, I think Wirtz is going to come true. We all know that Isak is a banger.
Yeah.
Frimpong, I think he's going to replace Mo.
He's out hurt, right?
Yeah, he's out with another hammy, which concerns you because it's his second hammy this year.
Yeah, those take a while.
And he's young.
Yeah.
You don't want to see hammies in young guys.
No.
But I think Slot thinks he's Mo's replacement.
Okay.
That dude flies.
Oh yeah, we saw it where he came from, Leverkusen.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
work.
he was phenomenal there. I'm sure what he did there, he's going to carry over to Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's got to stay healthy.
Yeah. All right, Wilson, my man. It's great to have you on.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, stick around for a minute, all right? I want to catch you on the
will
other
do.
side. All right, buddy.
From Merseyside's turf to the world we'll go. With every challenge faced, our spirit will glow. Rising higher, fueled by our love for the game. Kicking back with mates, we'll never be the same. In the metal storm, our hearts beat in sync. Liverpool forever, we'll never let it sink in. With every whistle blown, we stand in pride. On this journey, together your side is my side. On the pitch we fight, hearts are beating loud. Liverpool's pride, we stand strong and proud. Premier League battles, we rise to the test. Champions League dreams will never rest. Kicking it back with Matt, legends of the game. With every kick and score, we'll etch our name. Rising higher, fueled by our love for the game. Kicking back with mates, we'll never be the same.